What's up, boys? What's up today? Back today with another brand new video. You guys know I'm your host Arthur from the Yappers. So you already know me, everything. And today I'm here alone, not here with Charles or Tony, as you guys can see. So here today we gonna be trying to make a different concept. So we are gonna start with the first preview of the Champions League that we had yesterday was Barcelona vs Atlético. We got a little preview of what we are gonna expect this next 2 weeks, starting from Wednesday till next week, Tuesday. Yeah, that was in time. Let's react to the highlights of the game. So first, from the lineup, you can clearly see that Simeone didn't really care about the result. He didn't really care about the result. In his mind, he's preparing for Wednesday. In his mind, it's already Wednesday. He doesn't care if they lose or whatever. He doesn't care. He's already prepared for Wednesday because Vargas is playing here because I think Johnny Cardoso is injured. Barrios too is injured. So Vargas, I don't know who that is. Never watched him. You see Almada playing here. Alvarez didn't play at all. Alvarez didn't play at all. And you see Baina here. Baina. Lukman didn't play too. Lukman didn't play any single minute. Molina, because Marcos Llorente suspended because of yellow cards. And then we have Nico Gonzalez as a left back. This one actually surprised me. Like this one really surprised me. I was like, whoa, Nico Gonzalez, left back. He has normally his normal position is winger. He's a winger. Ever since from Juventus, he's a winger. He hasn't played any other position. But him playing left back, that was crazy. But it also surprised me. I know that if you know Diego Simeone from the start, you know that okay, he likes to use his wingers as fullbacks. His son plays sometimes wing back. He plays sometimes wing back or right back. His son. So that surprised me that he does the same thing with Nico Gonzalez. He has done the same thing with Carrasco too. He has done the same thing with Marcos Llorente. Like, doesn't surprise me honestly. But for you to try this kind of thing, like you had so many games to try this kind of thing, but for you to try this against Barcelona, and who is he taking on? He's taking on Lamine Yamal, who's the best player in the world. Like you're taking on the best player in the world. You don't like your player. You don't like your player. If you're doing it, you just like, bro, I'm just throwing you into the lions. Then that's what he just did. That's what he just did. Like that was crazy, crazy choice. But anyways, same lineup as I expected. Expected Araujo to be right back, or maybe Eric Garcia. I expected Eric Garcia to be the right back, but Eric Garcia in midfield, that was actually surprising. And Rashford, yeah, since Rafinha is out for like 4 weeks, almost a month, he's going to miss like both legs. And Danny Olmo as a false nine. This was actually the surprise. Danny Olmo as a false nine. This was the surprise. And Danny Olmo, I don't know for people who follow me on Twitter. If you follow me on Twitter, I said this like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, I think, or 4 months. I said Danny Olmo's best position is playing as a false nine. I don't like seeing him as a cam or whatever you guys call it. I don't like seeing him there. I like seeing him as a false nine. Because the best games of Daniel Olmo that I remember personally was when he played as a false nine. The hat trick in the DFB Copa, like the Super Cup of Germany against Bayern, he played as a false nine. Euros 2021, Spain versus Italy, he had a crazy game. He played as a false nine there. He had a crazy game, but unfortunately, like they fell on the great Gianluigi Donnarumma. But so that's why I'm like, almost a false nine. That's his best position because he has that freedom to be like, okay, do I have to drop? Do I have to be in the box? Like he literally has that freedom to do whatever he wants on the pitch. So yeah, so you guys can see just from the start. From the start, you can already see that we are building since we're having like two proper wingers. We have Lamine holding the weight here. We have Rashford holding the weight here. Now we are building this sort of 4-4-1-3-2, something like that, in form of a diamond, like with Daniel Mo dropping. So yeah, it was kind of interesting. I really like Daniel Mo's game. Like he had a good game yesterday. So I wish they could show more of Daniel Mo, like all his movements and everything. So also, this one thing during the game, like ever since I've been watching Atletico, I don't know. I don't know what they are trying to do, but Right now, they are trying to build up from the back. And every time they build up from the back, they always go horizontally. They always go horizontally. They never try and play through the middle. They always go horizontally. And now, I hope Flick is a man that does his assignment. Because if that was Luis Enrique would have taken this down. That these guys like to build up from, they like to go always horizontal. So we'll set traps, see very well. Then we did this one. This is the only time we managed and we did this very well. This is the only time during the game where we really, like, I felt like, okay, they couldn't come out. They couldn't come out. Like, this was like a spider web. You see, right here, this was literally almost forcing the goalkeeper going wide. Fermin on Koke, like, because right now as he's going to the goalkeeper, as almost going through the goalkeeper, Fermin shadow marking the midfield here, and shadow marking the midfield here as he's going towards Koke. So the goalkeeper, either he can place on Koke, which is very, very crazy. You can play Koke, which is very crazy. So here, as he goes, almost forcing him go wide. Go wide, bro. Go wide. Go wide. Now, this is a pressing trap. Everybody here, from now on, this one thing that I think this one team in Europe that does this very well, PSG does this very well. You might think that they press like crazy. They don't press like crazy. They just set pressing traps. And this is one thing that they do very well. Like PSG, if you build up and you go out wide, the chances that you lose the ball goes to 95%. 95%. Because from here, now, man to man, everybody's man to man. Like, if he tries and play, he can go back here, because almost already here. Pedri is here, blocking any pass that's going here. Though Garcia, I think Garcia was here man to man with Armada or Baina, if I'm not wrong. So I don't know who's here. I think Gerard Martin might be here. Cancelo is going here to press him. Fermin is here. Pedri is just there to recycle in case like a boy's coming towards the middle. So that's it. Close. Just like that, you win the ball. Just like that. Easy. And I think we only did this one once during the game. I don't know why. We need to try. It's good that Flick wants to have high pressing all the time, constant pressing, but I think sometimes we also need, especially in the Champions League, we need to have like, we need to know when to press and know when to press. We are not going to dominate the game all the time. So having those small pressing traps is fine. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. This is one thing. This one thing that we shouldn't let them. Let's not forget that this was just a B team. This was just a B team. And this was just, I think, who's this one? I think, okay, let's not forget that this is just a B team. This is just Molina. This is just Molina. And this is Giuliano Simeone. Imagine if this one was Marcos Llorente. Marcos Llorente and Giuliano Simeone. And where's Rashford? Rashford jogging. Rashford is jogging. Cancelo is in the 2v. It's in the 2v1. He doesn't know what to do. Should I follow him? Should I leave him? What should I do? I don't know. Okay, of course. What's Rashford doing? And this is one of the reasons why I'm saying don't be fooled by the stats that Rashford is having. Don't be fooled. They're going to show you that, oh, he has 10 goals, 11 assists, blah, blah. Doesn't mean shit. Doesn't mean shit. I watch every single game. And I can tell you that Rashford, the only good game that Rashford ever had at Barcelona was against Mallorca. That was the only good game that I can say, okay, Rashford was good to see visually. Like, he was good. You watch him play, you knew that, okay, like, he was actually very good. Apart from that, the stats are not going to cover what he's doing here in the Champions League. In the Champions League, the stats are not going to cover it. They're not going to cover his off the ball attitude. The stats are not going to cover it. You can. This is why Rafinha right now being absent. I know that Rafinha, he's never going to let Llorente go like this. Never going to follow him. At least, not even if he doesn't follow, at least if you don't follow, put yourself, at least show that, okay, at least you're here, that he can do anything, you know? So look, okay, you see, 1, Griezmann, and 2, Griezmann should have finished this one. This should have been a goal, honestly. This should have been a goal, and this should have been a very clean goal. This should have been a very, very clean goal. Look, We can afford, especially with Marcus Llorente coming back on Wednesday, we can afford to leave these 2v1s all the time. We can afford, especially that Cancelo is not a very good defender. We can afford to have this one. Because what are the chances that they will create this kind of scenario all the time? Like, we can afford to have this. Also, one thing that we have improved so much is our build up against man-to-man pressing. I think this is why almost a false nine in our build up against man-to-man pressing is gonna be really, really. Look at the sequence. I think for me, like, he likes to score too much. He likes to score too much. And the fact that he likes to score too much is good. At the same time, it's good to be selfish sometimes. At the same time, it's also good, like, to secure the goal, because this should have been 1-0 by now. You make the pass here, tap in. No way you're shooting. No way. No way you're shooting. No way. The Champions League doesn't forgive. That is one thing that this season, I feel like this season, we are too kind. Like, we are too kind in the sense that we are not the bad guys anymore. That when a team doesn't kill us, we kill them. Because I feel like in this game, in the first half especially, Atletico were the better team. They were the better team in the first half by far. Before the red card, they were the better team. And this is one thing that we lack this season. We lack something like we lack that killer instinct that okay, the momentum might not be in our favor, but we can kill the team in the slightest opportunity that we get. And that is what we were so good at doing last season. Last season we didn't have the momentum sometimes, but we could have killed. We had the ability to kill any game just by putting in the first goal. Like, let's just say we don't have the momentum, but just by putting that goal, you literally put a little hammer on the opponent's head, just like the 4-1 against Bayern. When we scored the first goal, it's true. When we scored the first goal in the first minute, Rafinha till he dribbled the goalkeeper before Bayern equalized, and after Bayern was literally like killing us. Like, Bayern was having how can I say? They were having every second ball. We were literally running after the ball and everything. But what happened? The slightest opportunity we had, bam, we scored. We scored. And from that very moment, what happened? Momentum change. Like, we literally gave them what we call a hammer on the head, like, just to let you know that, bro, you can have the momentum, but we can still put you that hammer on the head. Like, that mentally it wasn't there anymore. Because even after we scored that second goal, couple minutes later, we put again the third goal. They were still having the momentum, but we still put the third goal. And from that moment, they were not there mentally anymore. Mentally, they were not there. They were done. That's one thing that we had last season. Here, for example, I'm sure if we scored in this game will have been different. This game will have been 100% different. Because this first 10 minutes, I'm not sure we did something. We didn't really do anything. Atletico was literally like, could have killed us at any moment. So that's what I'm saying, that the first goal is, when you don't have the momentum, the first goal is very important. Fermin should have done better here, in my opinion. He should have done better by passing the ball. And when we do that, just change the game. There's another one. They're not sure. This one I'm saying that almost a false nine is very important because he knows when to drop in, when to orient the play. Yeah, you see, right here, given to Lamin. This is why I'm saying that Cholo Simeone doesn't like Nico Gonzalez. He literally sent him to the den, to the Lions' den. Look, and on top of that, imagine if we scored on this one. I think this will have been. I think at one point we should just create the Puskas for the best assist. I think we should create a Puskas for the best assist. Because you do this kind of thing and just give a Trivela for more than 40 meters. This is goal of the year. Or no, pass of the year. We should create an assist of the year. Let me know what you guys think about it. Like, I think we need to create a trophy, especially with how many trophies that UEFA and FIFA and every trophies that they have been creating. I think they need to create one for assist. They need to create one for assist because, bro, look again back. Okay, what are you going to? And then Trivela. Football is so easy for Lamin. Like, it's so easy. And if Fermi scored on this one, bro, like, UEFA better just create the trophy for assist of the year. they better create that trophy and give it to Lamine Yamal. Because this was crazy. Let's watch it one more time. Okay. Okay. What are you going to? Take this? Oh my god, bro. Also another thing. I think they didn't put like the possession sequence when we're circulating the ball and everything. I feel like they should have added it. This one, from this moment, I feel like this is the only time where we really had a sequence of possession, like real sequence of possession where we're circulating the ball, play small passes and everything. When we managed to do that, this is what it came about. This is what we did. See? It's that simple. It's that simple. In the first half, we only managed to do it once. We only managed to do it once in the first half. Because in that first half, entire first half, we were a little bit too vertical. Every time we tried to be vertical all the time, we didn't really try and really just calm the ball and everything. We were too vertical. And the only time where we slowed down the pace of the game, it resulted to this. The only time we slowed down the pace of the game, we had this. Follow him, we'll kill you with the space. You see? Easy. Okay, this one. This another one. Like, I don't know if it is a manager instruction or whatever, but we need, when we are not pressing, take down that line. Take it down when we are not pressing. When you see that there's no pressing, take it down. This is only Langlais. Langlais. You see a defender. Look, because we are not pressing. So, okay, time on the ball, high line. What does he have? Got caught. And only has to control the ball. But, Julian, that's easy. I don't know if it is a managerial instruction or whatever, but you can play that high if you're not pressing. That's what I'm saying. Every details in the Champions League counts. Every detail. It's true, our style of play is risky and everything, but sometimes we have to calm down. It's not a bad thing to drop to a mid block. It's not a bad thing. I don't know who told Fleek that's a bad thing to drop to a mid block. It's not a bad thing sometimes. You can control the game for 90 minutes. You can do it. Also, one thing that I really like about Lamine too is it's good when sometimes he doesn't want the ball too much on the feet. I don't know who gave him that ball, but that was a crazy choice. That was a very good choice. This is one thing. That Lamine has, how can I say, this season he has been doing it more often, like making runs in behind to be very aggressive on you, like you making the fake runs and everything. Yeah, so yeah. Okay, back with the second half. Let's go with the 10 man. Okay, let's all watch this. As people who watch all football, let's all watch this. Thiago Almada, receiving the ball, missing the ball, literally missed it. What does Joao Martin does? That's a free ball. That's very controlled. That's a very controlled clearance. Like, very, very controlled. Takes the ball first, he clears the ball. Then now what happens? His leg finish on the player's ankle. That's no red card. I'm sorry. That's no red card. And I even saw something on Twitter that says that on the referees, don't know if it is agenda or whatever, it says that a control clearance results to a no foul. No, they said a control clearance that results with an accidental foul results to a no direct card. That's what they said. So if you say this is a red card, you're a madman. That this is a red card, you're a madman. Like, this is so controlled, bro. Like, this is so controlled. It's like, okay, it's like I'm trying to pass the ball. And at the same time, when everything was fine after this. Sorry, I'm broke. Can't afford YouTube Premium, so I'm broke. My bad, guys. My bad. If you guys like, share, comment, and subscribe, with that small money, just by doing that, that will literally encourage us than just talking physically, like just watching games, just watching little highlights and everything. If you guys like this kind of concept, honestly, actually, I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying watching it, to be honest. Okay, this one thing I'll say, this is probably this is another reason why I keep saying that Almo is literally the low block. He's literally the low block kryptonite. is literally the low block kryptonite. When you're playing a low block and the opponent has a player like Danny Olmo, there's no way you're feeling comfortable. There's literally no way. I don't think there's a player apart from Messi and Lamine Yamal, or even Musiala, those kind of players who can play in tight spaces and everything. Olmo is one of them. A player that can literally dislocate, dismantle a low block just by just a small move of brilliance in tight spaces. That's why I say Olmo. Like, not even Olmo. If we have a great Olmo, let me be clear. If we have a great Danny Olmo for these two legs against Atletico, if we have a great Danny Olmo for these two legs against Atletico in the Champions League, there is no way we are losing. There's literally no way. It's the same thing that I told my friends when we watched Barcelona versus Inter last season. I told them that if we have a great Danny Olmo, there is no way we are losing. There is no way. Because Inter can pack the bus just like however they want, but Olmo is the solution to every single low block we have. Almost the solution. And just look at why he's the solution. Tell me how many players in the world can make this kind of thing. Like, look at how compact it is. Look how compact it is. Like, look how compact it is. There's literally no space. There's no space. Even if you give it to him, like even if you give it to Danny Olmo right now, the defender is taking it. If you give it to him in the ground, the defender is taking it. But what does Danny Olmo does? Danny Olmo. Let's watch the game. Let's watch. Look. Like just like that, just by making that movement, you just killed him. He's gone. Like he's gone. He's gone. He's gone. Just by making that movement, he's gone. He's gone. And you literally created space. You literally created space because he'll be trying to come and get you. You're already in the box, so he can be aggressive. He'll come and try and close you. And he'll be too focused he'll be too focused on Danny Olmo too. What does that do? That opens space. That opens space for everyone. Like I said, look, let's watch it back. Let's watch it back. You see, he can be too aggressive. He can be too aggressive. If not, that's a foul. He can be too aggressive. That's within the box. So space. Everybody's trying to close him down. Everybody's watching him. Nobody's watching the players come into the box. Nobody's watching. Nobody's seeing Rashford. He's not seeing Rashford because almost within the box, he can shoot if he wants to. See? Pass. But we have Ferran Torres, of course. But Olmo is a low block kryptonite. And if Barcelona have a great Dani Olmo in great Champions League nights against Atletico, qualification is done at 90%. So yeah, that's it. Okay. You know, Lewandowski is 38 years old. Or he's 36. I don't really know. He's 38, 36. But the intelligence that he has in his movements. Look, coming behind the fullback, preventing the fullback from focusing on him. Like, bro, you shouldn't move. You see, blocking him, don't go. Nice. You see? Look at Lewandowski's movement. Movement of a striker. He might be 38. He might be 38. But when you have that striker instinct in you, the movement and everything, no matter the age, you have it in your blood. It's in your blood, bro. It's in your blood. I'm not sure that 99% of strikers out here makes that same movement. And if tomorrow you ask me, do you want to keep Lewandowski for one more year? I'll tell you, hell yeah. I keep Lewandowski for one more year and I sell Ferran Torres. Easy. Easy. You sign a new striker. Easy. You just keep Lewandowski on the bench. Give him a like very minimum salary as bench player. Then Ferran Torres, kick him out, sell him for 30 million, 35. Even if it doesn't go, his contract is finishing this season, next season. So yeah, that's it. Easy, easy, easy. So yeah, based on all that, I think based on all that, we have a little preview of what's gonna happen during the game on Wednesday. We have a little preview. And I think Wednesday after the game, we'll come back again here, watch it. We'll see what tactical changes the Fleet brought in, what tactical changes the Cholo Simeone brought in, because it's not gonna be the same game plan, of course. It's gonna be different players. Llorente, Lukman, Alvarez, so you already know. So yeah, so let's go. Gonna be giving you guys my prediction. That's my prediction for this game. So my prediction for the first Wednesday. 8 p.m. My prediction is Barcelona win. That's my prediction. Barcelona win. The reason why I'm saying Barcelona win, this game is literally a do or die. This game is literally a do or die. If Barcelona don't win the first leg by at least 2 goals, or even just don't win in general, it's gonna be a very, very hard night. Like next week, the second leg in the Wanda Metropolitano is gonna be tough, bro. Like the only like I'm just gonna be like, whatever happens, it's alright. Whatever happens, it's alright. But we need that home advantage. We need that home advantage. We need to go there with the home advantage. The only thing that we have to do is just secure the score. They'll have to commit. They'll have to come. They'll have to come. Because what I expect Atletico to how I expect Atletico to play is knowing Cholo Simeone that I've known for years. No, not personally, of course. I've known for years. The game plan that he's coming with on Wednesday is okay, guys. We are gonna pack the bus. We're gonna pack the bus. Then we are gonna go all in at our home ground in front of our fans. That's gonna be my game plan. Knowing Cholo Simeone, that's what he's gonna do. That's what he's gonna do. So expect to face a low block. Expect to face a low block. Don't expect a team that's gonna actually come and play. Expect a low block. So that's what I'm saying. That lead is gonna be very important. That lead is gonna be very important because they're gonna play their life in there. They're gonna play their life in the second leg. They have nothing to lose. Like in La Liga, what's their position in La Liga? What's your position in La Liga? Like in La Liga, what's your position? Like, let me actually check. What's your position in La Liga? Like in La Liga, they are full. They are full. What's the different point difference between they are full? So Europe is basically secured. 12 point difference. Europe is basically secured. So they don't really care. He doesn't really care about he doesn't really care about the league anymore. He doesn't care. You could clearly see it against the game against Barcelona. He doesn't care about it. He doesn't care about the league. So expect him to come and park the bus and then play everything. Give everything in that second leg. Give everything. Expect him to do that. So that's what I'm saying. The win at home is gonna be very important because the Wanda Metropolitano doing knockout stages in the Champions League, doing big Champions League nights. You don't want to go there you don't want to go there with the deficit. Trust me, you don't want to go there with the deficit. So me, I'm gonna go with the 2-1, 2-1 victory, 2-1 victory, or maybe 3-1. That's what I'll go with. I'll go with one of these. And if I have to go on a goal scorer, I'll go with Pedri. Pedri is literally he's literally Atletico Madrid's kryptonite. Whenever he faces Atletico Madrid, so it's masterclass on masterclasses. Always delivering a pass or a goal. So that and also Dani Olmo. Like I said, if we have a great Dani Olmo, if we have a big Dani Olmo, qualification is secured at 90%. And if Dani Olmo starts as a false nine again, that's a good shot. Dani Olmo starts, then second half, if you need box presence, you can put Lewandowski and everything. But Olmo should start. That's my prediction. So my prediction is either a 2-1, 2-1. But if I have to go with one, I'll go with a 3. I'll go with 3-1. And I'll go with Pedri to score assists. Dani Olmo to score assists. So that's my prediction. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure y'all comment down below, share, subscribe. You already know what to do. Show some love. Really appreciate it. We love it. And if you guys like this concept, we're gonna be doing it more often. And tomorrow, come back here and for Real Madrid and Bayern. We'll see if Real Madrid really stand a chance against Bayern or not. So yep, done wasting time. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.